Hello, 7th grade. This is your Module 4 review. Question 1. In Pearson County, the sales tax rate is 8%. If you were to create an equation, graph, and table for this tax rate, what would 0.00 and 0.08 represent? Explain their meaning in the context of the situation. So essentially what these mean are, if you don't buy anything, if you don't pay any values, if you're not buying anything, you're not paying any tax. If you buy something that's $1, you're going to pay 8 cents tax. So 00 means you aren't buying anything. One 0.08 means that if you buy something for $1, you will pay 8 cents tax. Okay? All right, a customer buys a toy in Pearson County. The store has another location in Princeton County, and the customer shops at both locations. The customer's receipt shows $2.12 tax was charged on a $24.99 item. Was the item purchased at the Pearson County store or the Princeton County store? Explain and justify your answer by showing your calculations. So if we do $24.99 and we use this 8 cents tax rate, if we multiply times 0.08, so do $24.99 times 0.08 gives us $1.99. So in Pearson County, the tax would be $1.99. Since it's $2.12, this one was in Princeton County because our tax is higher. Okay, so it's an extra 13 cents. All right, number 3. Kate works at a fine jewelry store and earns commission on her total sales for the week. Her weekly paycheck was in the amount of $6,500, including her salary of $1,000. Her sales for the week totaled $45,000. Express her rate of commission as a percent, rounded to the nearest whole number. So the data we have here is 6,500, 1,000, and 4,000, 45,000. So her check was the 6,500. Part of that money was her salary, the amount that she makes, which is 1,000. So we take 6,500 minus 1,000, and that's going to give us our commission of 5,500. So now, if we take the 5,500 divided by 45,000, if we put that into our calculator, that gives us roughly, so it's 0.11 repeating, or 11%. So she makes about 11% commission on her sales. All right, number 4. Kelly and her 3 friends went out for lunch and they wanted to leave a 15% tip. The receipt shown below lists the lunch total before tax and tip. The tip is the cost of the food plus tax. The sales tax rate in Pleasantville is 8.75%. So we're going to use mental math to estimate the approximate total cost of the bill, including tax and tip, to the nearest dollar. So we have our total here, and I'm just going to round that to $40. Our tax then is 8.75%. So if we do 10%, that's $4. So I'm going to round that down to $3.75. So I have $43.75, and actually let's just round that to $44 total. Then we're going to do 15%. So 10% of this is $4.40. Half of that is $2.20. So you're adding $6.60 to the $44. So you're roughly about $50 for lunch. All right, find the actual cost of the bill, including tax and tip. So we're going to do $38.96 times 0.0875. Grab our calculator here, 38.96 times 0.0875, which gives me $3, and we're going to round that to 41. So that gives us a total of, so $38.96 plus $3.41 is $42.37. And then I'm going to do $42.37 times 0.15, which is our 15%, which is $6.36. So $42.37 plus $6.36 equals $48.73. Okay, so the total with the tax and tip is $48.73. And then how much will each person pay? Then we'll divide that by 3, and we get about $16.24. So each person will pay $16.24 for their meal. All right, Bromart is having a back to school sale where all t-shirts are discounted 15%. Joshua wants to buy 5 shirts. One costs $9.99, 2 of them cost $11.99, and the others cost $21 each. What is the total cost of the shirts including the discount? So we have $9.99 plus $11.99. I think 21. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shirts being represented. So $9.99 plus $11.99 plus $11.99 plus 21 plus 21 gives us a total of $75.97. All right, so the discount then is 15%. So we have $75.97 times 0.15 is $11, and we're going to round that to 40 cents. So if we take the $75.97 and subtract that discount, our total then comes to $75.97 minus $11.40 is $64.57. Right. By law, sales tax is calculated on the discounted price of the shirts. Would the total cost of the shirts, including the 6.5% sales tax, be greater if the tax was applied before a 15% discount rather than after a 15% discount? Explain why. So if you remember the car example, we paid an extra about $300 for $3,000, I can't remember, for that sales tax on that car. So because you're adding that percentage to a lower value, it's cheaper to add the sales tax to the discounted than the original. Okay, so it's going to be cheaper to add tax to the discount because you are adding a percent to a smaller amount. Okay. Joshua remembered that he had a coupon in his pocket that would take an additional 30% off the price of the shirts. Calculate the new total cost of the shirts, including sales tax. All right, so our discounted price is $64.57. Okay, then I'm going to multiply that times 3. 64.57 times 0.3 gives me 1937. So I'm going to do 64.57. I'm going to subtract the 1937. That gives me 45.20. So now we're going to do 45.20, and we're going to add the 6.5% sales tax. So 45 times 0.065 gives me $2.90. We're going to round that up to 93. So 45.20 plus 293 gives me 48.13. So considering he would have paid $76 before tax, and now he's paying $48, that's quite the discount. All right, Kevin, Randall, and Rebecca wrote equations to calculate the amount of money in a savings account after 1 year with a 0.5% interest paid annually on a balance of M dollars. Let T represent the total amount of money saved. The 3 students decide to see if their equations would give the same answer by using a $100 balance. Find the total amount of money in the savings account using each student's equation. Show your work. So all you're doing is you're replacing these M's with $100. So for Kevin, we have T equals 1.05 times 100. And that simplifies to 1.05 times 100 is $105. Randall, he has T equals 100, because I'm replacing the M with 100, plus 0.005 times 100. So I have that equals 100. 0.005 times 100 equals 0.5, which equals $100.50. Then Rebecca, she has T equals M times 1 plus 0.005. So T equals 100 times 1 plus 0.005. Gives me $100.50 again. All right. So, explain why their equations will or will not give the same answer. So all we have to do is look to see how they are the same or different. So what Kevin did was he calculated this as 0.05%, which is, or 0.05, which is 5%, and the other two are 0.005. So Kevin has the wrong percent. Therefore, his equation is wrong. All right, almost done. A printing company is enlarging the image on a postcard to make a greeting card. The enlargement of the postcard's rectangular image is done using a scale factor of 125%. Be sure to show all related math work used to answer the following questions. So represent a scale factor of 125% as a fraction and a decimal. So the fraction, the easiest way to do this is just to write it over 100. You can simplify this. This simplifies down to 5/4. Then to change this from a decimal to a fraction, you divide by 100. So that gives me 1.25. So here's my fraction, here's my decimal. All right, now the postcard's dimensions are 7 inches by 5 inches. So we can go 7, 5. What are the dimensions of the greeting card? So essentially we're just multiplying both of those times 1.25. So 7 times 1.25 and 5 times 1.25. 7 times 1.25 is 8.75, and 5 times 1.25 is 6.25. So the new one, so here is my postcard. Here's my greeting card. And these are 8.75 and 6.25 inches. All right, that is all. If you have any questions, let me know. Bring these tomorrow and good luck.